challenging the overemphasis on Einstein and promoting balanced recognition in physics. The history of physics is rich with revolutionary discoveries, its collaborative efforts, and immense contributions from countless brilliant minds. Yet an outsized focus has been placed on Albert Einstein, often putting him atop an intellectual pedestal to which all others are compared. This overemphasis has created a skewed perspective in scientific recognition, societal perception, and even education systems. It is time to critically reassess this status quo and champion a broader, more inclusive understanding of scientific progress. Einstein's role in context. While Einstein undeniably made significant contributions to physics, notably the theories of relativity and the equation E equals mc's, work did not emerge in a vacuum. The development of physics has always been a cumulative endeavor. Scientists such as Max Planck, Hendrik Lorentz, Emmy Noether, Henri Poincaré, and even lesser-known figures laid the essential groundwork that enabled Einstein's theories to flourish. The disproportionate glorification of Einstein overlooks, collaborative and incremental nature of scientific discovery, Lorentz and Poincaré explored transformations and relativistic ideas. Before Einstein's 1905 papers, Emmy Noether developed Noether's theorem, a fundamental mathematical principle that underlies the understanding of symmetries in physics. Max Planck introduced quantum theory, revolutionizing physics alongside Einstein's theory of relativity. Einstein's brilliance cannot be denied, but we must also acknowledge the profound contributions of others who made modern physics possible. Recognizing Einstein alone simplifies and distorts the narrative of scientific progress. The flawed overemphasis on E equals mc, space-time, and the speed of light. The equation E equals mc has been elevated to an immutable cornerstone of physics. However, it is critical to scrutinize and challenge its limits rather than treat it as an unquestionable truth. Likewise, while elegant as a mathematical model, Einstein's theory of space-time remains unprovable physically and is essentially a product of theoretical imagery. The concept of space-time introduces a fourth dimension that lacks any physical evidence, and is similar to believing in a superpower or unprovable ideology. Modern advancements, such as quantum field and string theories, often reveal nuances that Einstein's classical frameworks fail to address. Theories such as the threads and spin-ins theory offer alternative explanations for energy, matter, and forces. Questioning the traditional reliance on C as the defining constant fourth equivalence of energy and mass, it is worth considering that Einstein may have been aware that aspects of his theories, particularly space-time and the fourth dimension, could never be disproven physically, thereby creating an intellectual ceiling that is difficult to challenge. Science must remain open to new paradigms and experimental evidence that may question these ideas. Progress in science does not stem from idolizing unprovable theories, but from continuously improving and replacing outdated models. Einstein as an irrelevant scale of elegance. Over time, Einstein's name and face have become a symbol of elegance and brilliance, often serving as an intellectual benchmark against which every young scientist is measured. This practice is irrelevant, reductive, detrimental to the progress of science. Intelligence, creativity, and scientific contributions are diverse and multifaceted. No single figure should serve as a universal standard. We discourage young minds from thinking outside established frameworks by placing Einstein's perceived elegance as the gold standard. Schools, colleges, and scientific communities that idealize Einstein's face and achievements perpetuate a myth that all scientific discoveries must mimic his style or magnitude. Comparing young scientists to Einstein stifles innovation, as it subtly implies that true brilliance can only be measured by his contributions. This idealization must stop in schools, colleges, and scientific communities. Idealizing Einstein's image or using his face as a symbol of ultimate genius is counterproductive. Science is not about one person's elegance, but collective and forward-thinking progress call for inclusive scientific recognition. Science thrives on diversity of thought. collaboration, and continuous questioning. A more inclusive approach to scientific recognition would highlight the contributions of overlooked scientists, such as Emmy Noether, Nikola Tesla, Henri Poincaré, and countless modern researchers, foster an educational environment that enables students to learn about all key figures in scientific progress, shifting focus away from the mythologizing of individuals, moving towards the process of discovery. In advancement, renaming schools and reframing how we teach physics would encourage future generations to understand that science is not about one person's ideas but collective, human effort and creativity, moving beyond. Einstein, a new scientific ethos. We stand at the cusp of new scientific revolutions, from quantum theories to alternative frameworks like the threads in Spinon's theory. To advance, we must let go of Einstein's name as the gold standard of intelligence or scientific truth, foster critical thinking that questions all models, including Einstein's, rather than placing them on an untouchable pedestal, cultivate a culture where the contributions of every scientist are acknowledged and celebrated equally. The progress of science is not defined by one individual, but by humanity's collective curiosity and efforts. Let us honor all the brilliant minds who have shaped our understanding of the universe and ensure that no undeniably name becomes a barrier to future discovery. By critically reassessing Einstein's role in physics and promoting a more inclusive and accurate portrayal of scientific history, we empower a new generation of thinkers to innovate beyond the confines of established norms. It is time to celebrate science, not just its most famous faces.